Hi, I'm Matt Boucher, and along with my wife Leanne and our dog Mookie here, we own the Machinosaurus Manufacturing Company. We're a small machine shop in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, primarily doing job shop work. We have been working to grow our the production side of our business, but primarily we're doing job shop work today. We've got 7 employees in the back, and we'll be showing you the shop here in a minute. And we've got 6 CNC mills and 1 CNC lathe and a whole bunch of manual equipment back there. We're excited to show you what we've got here today. Today's actually Thursday, and we work a 4-day work week here at Machinosaurus, which means that today is our Friday. We work 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's something that the team loves. It's something that we love as business owners because we can spend our Fridays working on our business rather than in our business. And it's something that has actually increased our productivity. We have 6 CNC mills. 5 of them are 3-axis machines. 1 of them is a 4-axis machine. And one of the things we've done is we've organized our business as we numbered the machines, but we've also named the machines after dinosaurs. So if you take a look around here at our VFO, this is machine number 1, and it is the first machine that this company bought, and this is the Allosaurus. And it is towards the end of the day, so we're starting to shut the machines down, but of course we have machines running still at the same time. This is our VF2 machine. This is where we're running one of our production jobs. We're making heat sinks for a customer, and this is the T-Rex. And you can see that the T-Rex is doing a good job of making some teeth. Walking into our manual machining area, this is also where we keep a lot of our test equipment and other items that we need to use for the business, collets and the things like that. We have 3 manual lathes in this area, and then we have 3 knee mills in this area. We love our manual machines. We use the CNCs mostly, but some days there's just no substitute for that manual machine. Have fun at the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, the Stones. The Jagger is living forever. Yeah.
Are you older or younger than Mick Jagger?
We are about the same age.
You're about the same age?
Yeah,
Can you dance the same way?
Of course.
Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Pavel. Pavel's one of our senior machinists here. A brilliant, brilliant machinist. If you need somebody to make a complex part and figure out how to make it, this is your guy.
It depends on the time of the day, though.
Coming into this area, we've got our VF1 Megalosaurus. There's a tent around this machine because we were actually working with syntactic foam, and it gets a little bit dusty, and so we put up this tent, and we have one of those like sawdust catcher ventilator things like you can get for a workshop, and we do that to keep the dust from getting everywhere else in the shop. This is another VFOE. This is, I don't even know how to say this. This is Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. That's our son Phil. He works in the shop. And you can look at the chips in there. You can see we're doing a lot of stainless steel today. So we're having fun cutting stainless steel today. Or, as the guys will tell you, not so much fun. Moving into our second bay. We love our Cosin auto saw. This is such a time saver for us as we're setting up jobs. We can program this machine and we can walk away and it will cut parts to length for us so that we can get them set up to go in the machines. Coming over here, we've got our CNC lathe. I love the lathe. It makes parts so fast. This is Iguanodon, and we are right now making these things, which, are pretty cool. That's stainless steel. We have 2 VF4s in this room. The VF4s are nice because we can do big plate work on them. We've got a work envelope of 50 inches by 20 inches on these, and we love doing plate work here at Machinosaurus. It's a lot of fun for our team. We've got This VF4, which is the Ankylosaurus, and you can see Cody working on a part in there right now. Smile pretty for the camera, Cody.
My smile is ugly.
Okay.
That's okay though. Okay, cool. Put the smile.
And then we've got Triceratops, my personal favorite dinosaur. And the Triceratops is also in use right now. We've got a first article inspection going on right here, so that's why it's not running at the minute, but as soon as we've proven out that we're happy with the part, we'll start running them, and then we'll run in-process inspections on those parts as we go. I want to show you some of our quality equipment. And so you can see we've got our optical comparator right here. We actually have height gauges throughout the shop. We've got our engineering station here where we do a lot of our programming for more complex parts. Quite a few of our team can program manually as well. So depending on the part, we might just write a simple program right at the machine, or we'll come over here, get into Fusion 360, and we'll go ahead and make a more complex program for a more complex part. One of the things we're super proud of here at Machinosaurus, and one of the things we did right away when we bought the business about a year and a half ago, was establish our core values. And the core values are pretty simple, but they guide us in everything we do here as we work to grow and build this business from a smaller, almost sole proprietorship business into something now with 7 employees and quite a bit more volume going through it. Now, one of the things we're about to kick off is a 5S project. We've actually aligned with the Massachusetts Manufacturing and Engineering Partnership, and they're going to help us with that, with some grant money and some training. And for other machine shops, I would encourage you to take advantage of your MEPs in your state. It's a federally funded program designed to foster growth and innovation in smaller manufacturing companies. So if you look around here, we got a big brand new shelf that we bought. This is going to be going over to the other side of the shop where we're making some room. And this is going to be used to hold all of our fixtures. We just got it put together. And part of the 5S project is making a home for everything. And so that's going to be the home for all of our fixtures. I do want to show you my very favorite machine in the shop. And it's not a super exciting machine, and a lot of you probably have one, but it is our Mr. DeBurr tumbler. And the thing I love about a tumbler is when I hear this thing running, I know that we're about to ship parts. And in the machine shop business, we always talk about making chips, but I really like to focus on making ships. And when we ship a part, we get to bill a customer for a part, and eventually we get paid for that part. And that is a great feeling when I hear that machine running. I love it when I hear it running all day. That means we're going to have a really good day. We've also got some other equipment down here. We have our surface grinder. We use this primarily for adjusting tools and end mills and things like that. We do a little bit of work on it, but we don't do that much surface grinding work. We've got a cold saw here for things that just don't make sense on that auto saw. For example, we do work with some thin-walled pipe, and the jaws on that saw will crush that pipe. We got a visitor in the shop today. There he is. He's come out. Wanted to say hi to everybody. Again, that's Mookie. He's the shop mascot, and he's excited to be here today too. I thought one last interesting way to look at our shop would be to think about how a part moves through our shop, because it can be different how it moves through other shops. Now, this is the old sample part that Xometry used to have its partners make, and so I just use that because it's something that's out in the public domain and isn't anybody's proprietary information. But what'll typically happen is we'll get a customer will email us a part, and we'll use paperless parts to go ahead and build our quote. Assuming they like what we have to say about that, we'll then take that part and enter it into our ERP system. We use Start Proto as an ERP system, and from there we will then be able to create the routing and the work order, and everything sort of flows from there. So this is what one of our work order packets looks like. you can see that we've got a work order in here. We have the print, so the print's in there. Once we have the print, we have our inspection reports. We're actually about to move our inspection reports into the ERP system, but for now, they are still paper-based. We then tie these back to everything associated with that work order. This part would then go to programming. I actually printed out the program in here. I won't show it to you, but that's why this is so thick, is we do have the program. And the first page of the program, which we do print out for everybody, has the job setup instructions. So it'll tell our team how many operations they're going to be running. It will tell our team what tools to put in, if they need work holding, etc. And once we have that, we'll go ahead and we'll get the material ordered. Material for us, on average, comes in a day or two. If it's something a little more unique or exotic, it might take, or something that needs to be cut, it might take a little longer than that, but usually no more than a week. And once we get that, we get it on the schedule and off we go.
Hey everybody, Brent Donaldson with Modern Machine Shop here, and if you just watched that video and you're thinking, boy, I'd like my shop to be featured in the View from My Shop series, then just send us an email at shopvideo@mmsonline.com and tell us what sets your shop apart.